Right. Let's stop by the Gauntlet Runner first. Check the pantry. Hopefully, we can start bathing after we leave town here. I think we can. I think Nurse gets the water and pipes fixed here soon, so.
All right.
Start increasing some of our stats a bit quicker. I didn't realize it was so late in the game that you got to start increasing your stats.
Oh, it's you. Oh.
That's rank 5.
This one's important.
Oh, the quest one.
All right.
Sorry, what's that about divisions? Oh, did the... Oh, yeah, the stream. Oh, shoot, did it? Dang. I didn't realize. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like, with my internet, it'd probably be better to focus on videos than streams. But I do like the streams, but yeah. Yeah. Oh well. We're almost... Well, how are we doing on time? We're doing okay.
Alright.
Got another hour or so.
Yes.
Yeah, now imagine if it was like 20 of those.
My thanks.
Oh, poor Bakugan. And that was only over like 2.5 hours or so. This stream's gonna be longer than that.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws
Yeah,
nearer.
I'll have to move the router around, see if I can get a better signal. Meanwhile, on Twitch, it's all been the same stream. It just like cuts out every once in a while. Yeah, YouTube got some funky stuff with how it handles
I've seen the state of the
streams.
race with my...
Mostly because it's a, you know, video-first platform. They did kind of make a push for streaming like a couple years ago,
Right,
but
everyone.
they kind of moved on from that. Decided it wasn't worth the effort, I guess.
Now then.
It's not like Twitch is profitable anyway, right? So.
Oh, hey!
Alright, onward! Oh!
Leaving behind their...
What to pick?
Alright. Anybody want to hang out? No. That's fine, we'll go,
All right then.
work out back. Or work on the,
All right then.
work on the laundry real quick, get our max MP up, keep going. Hopefully, Nurse has finally gotten the, water working
Yes.
properly again.
Under...
So we can start doing the bathing
Speaking
stuff,
of-
so.
Huh? The party sets the dip.
Oi!
Oh, nice. Yeah, the bath cask. Nice.
The breeze feels nice.
But...
Nobody wants to hang out, right? Cool. Sometimes Heisman wants to hang out on the runner. But, not today, which means
All right.
we can finally
Go.
start using the bath! Okay.
Hey there!
Yeah, it's this one, I think. That gets all of our stats up. But you can only get, like, one per playthrough. Yep. Yeah. You can only get one per playthrough, but it's all 2 in, like, pretty much every stat, so... I think it is a 2 in every stat, actually. Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nice boost.
I'd remind.
Okay. Well, now we're in our permanent routine. Well, I guess there's also cooking. Do we have anything that we want to make? Let's buy more briny salt when we can. Dang, we need more queen's honey jars. We can get those from fishing, but won't be able to fish until after the next town, so this actually could be kind of decent on this difficulty. Might be useful for farming later. Make some of these. Yeah, that's fine. Let's make like, I don't know, 30 of these things. That's fine.
However, look.
Look. All right. Let me check the pantry real quick. Probably should have done that before I was cooking. Whatever. It's not like we're gonna find royal jelly or whatever it is. Queen's jelly? Yeah, queen's jelly in there, so. And then we head downstairs and do some laundry.
Understood.
What are Pulse Highs made down here? Oh, yeah, speaking of.
Oh.
The city ruined. The world have ended.
Oh, yeah, this. Well, I hope it's not stormy when we get to the next camping spot, because I don't think you can do a bath when it's raining outside.
So sick.
All right.
Yeah, it is a cool spot. Wonder what made that giant hole in the ground. Yeah, I think...
Hey.
Oh, right. I think it was supposed to be humans, right? This place was attacked by humans.
As the sun sinks, the
Okay, and then... Oh. That's supposed to be raining, but it doesn't look bad. Okay, wants to hang out. Yep.
All right.
Let's go.
And then let me double check what bath salt we're going to be using. So
What now?
we want to get our magic up to around 80 or so. Start out with. So which one of these is for magic? Niflheim Plunge. Okay. Niflheim Plunge. And there's not like
Why
another
not?
one that's like very good that we should use ahead of time, right? Next, HP, agility, okay. Yeah, so that Niflheim Plunge one. We can also buy more when we come across the town that sells it, but... Okay. Yeah, if we can get through all those, that's another 20 points in magic, so...
time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Then we can start working on some other stats when we get to a certain point.
Quite.
It'll take a while, though, for sure. But, you know, steady progress.
That reminds me.
Cooking. Do we want to make anything? And then let's head over to the pantry. I think today is the 20th, right? So we should go and get our free points in luck. No, it's the 19th. Tomorrow's the 20th. I'll have to remember to head over there tomorrow. Get a point of luck. Now let's head downstairs. Do some laundry.
Understood.
Oh.
Oh, fight? Oh, Katharina, isn't it? Yeah.
It's you.
It's you!
Just leave this to me.
Let's see how you do with against the power of money, Katharina. I like her big
You've gotten strong.
bright pink gauntlet runner.
I'll use what I must. I'll be taking that.
Nice.
Why, hello there.
No holding
Tekken.
back.
I know they had Tekken
Fall.
in this world.
No. Why? Why?
Because of money, 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 money. Boy, merchant class really go burr, huh? Like, literally go burr. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's way more XP. I think that's because of the bonus and the bonus from Maria.
I shall strike.
Excellent. I've grown
Yeah,
more
getting that,
powerful.
like, extra XP from Maria is going to be very useful throughout the playthrough. Just the, like, animation of her throwing her hands up in the air as I skip.
I'm not letting anyone die.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely feels like it, huh, Virgil? I don't know. Who would you swap out? If you had to swap out, you can... We have to keep the same ratio of girls, so you can only swap out one character. Who would you swap out for Katharina? Oh, you're right. It does feel like on, like, the re-release, you know, the expanded re-release, she'll be, like,
As
a
the
party member or
shadows have
something.
spread up to mean.
You know what? I wonder if Katharina was supposed to be a party member that joined you around the time of the Mage Academy. Because I am thoroughly convinced the Mage Academy was supposed to be a dungeon. So I wonder if she was... Because you can only start hanging out with her properly around then. Or in Barden. Barden is fine. I don't know if Barden should have been a party member. He would have been a fun party member for sure. But him and his stories seems like very tied to that town. But I wonder, because like Katharina, you can't like properly start hanging out with her until like way late in the game. Jennifer Katharina, I think I would also make that choice, yeah. I do like Juna, but I would definitely swap her out for Katharina if I had the option. But I do wonder if she was supposed to be a party member, and like she was supposed to join you around the time of the Saint Rella stuff. But yeah, because that would make sense for when you can start hanging out with her properly. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wish casting there. Who knows?
All right then.
Nobody wants to hang out, right? Yeah.
All right then.
And then it was the Niflheim bath salt. He's got a whole weapon and unique design. That's true. Yeah, because doesn't he show up in a battle as support? It kind of reminds me of Tales of Vesperia. There's like the childhood friend, like guy friend. Oh shoot, I picked the wrong bath salt. Whatever. I guess it's not the end of the world. Yeah, endurance +2, whatever. As long as we're getting stats. But in Tales of Vesperia, the original like Xbox 360 version, you got to play with him, like not as a playable character, but he was like a guest character for like 2 or 3 fights in the plot. But he didn't actually become part of your party, but they changed that with the definitive edition, where he properly becomes a party member. But yeah, it reminds me of that.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
But you're right that Barton does have like a full in-battle model and everything.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain?
Also, his rank
Lord
ups have
Brianhaven, a
3
van from
tiers of classes, and so does Katharina's. which tend to be for party members. Not always, but tend to be for party members. There are a couple party members that only have 2 ranks, specifically Chuna and Yufa.
It's
But
the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Briarhaven.
okay. And now we go through all the talking stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip. Because there is like a lot of talking here. There's always like a lot of talking between transferring towns. Yeah, Summoner is good, like pretty, like really good. Dancer is not that great. I usually put Juna on as my commander, because that's just a better class for her, in my opinion.
Hey.
Good.
Yeah, because A, it takes up a you're right, it takes up an accessory slot, but also the royal version of it doesn't get any like super good unique abilities. If it got some more unique abilities, what I was saying is here actually, I can show you.
What now?
Give me a sec. To a different save file. I just loaded up real quick.
What now?
I can go back to a late game save right here a minute, and I can show you.
What now?
So, Juna, here. So Yufa, we'll do this first. Yufa gets, like, a lot of good, summon stuff for her royal archetype. So, I have a mod on, by the way, that, like, changes the descriptions to be more, like, specific. Like, for gameplay purposes. Anyway, so the descriptions will look a bit different, but the skills are all the same. Don't the archetype, dancer archetypes, keep the dancer specific passives and the mask in question whole kit? Yes. So I'll show you that in a minute. But anyway, she gets like a lot of good magic stuff for base. Also, she gets if wielder defeats an enemy with summoning magic, no turn icon is lost. Yeah. Thankfully, there's always one. It's mostly just for actual attacks, which it's pretty nice for like physical skills because you get to see their critical percentage. Also, something really cool from that I noticed with that mod is more interesting. Both the MC's heroic slash is where is it? Royal slash, and then his royal sword. All of these scale off strength unless your magic is higher. Then it scales off magic. So you can just run magic even into all the way throughout the game, and then once you get to the prince, it doesn't matter anyway because his unique like slashing and sword attacks will scale off magic anyway. So magic really is the best thing for the MC to spec into versus strength. Because early game you don't really have anybody else who is spec'd into magic, and then in the mid game you still have like a lot of options for different types of magic, and then in the late game you get prince. So anyway, so Yufa, yeah, she gets a lot of good summoning stuff. One of her synthesis skills is really good. I like spamming that a lot. It's Yuri. Deals 350 magic strike damage to all enemies. Decrease their attack and defense for 3 turns. So it's Warcry plus deal magic strike damage to everybody. She also has Tyrant, which is 450 all-might damage to all enemies with a chance of hexing them. She doesn't take up a press turn if she kills Yeah, it's just higher stat scaler. Yeah, it scales off strength unless magic is higher. So. And then he's got some the royal version has some modified versions of previous skills where they do more damage. So for example, this is the normal one. Deals 400 fire magic damage to all enemies and removes buff effects. And then the modified version does slightly less damage, 300 magic damage, but decreases attack and defense for 3 turns as well. So it's, you know, War Cry plus Deal Fighter, or damage to all enemies. And then the Jack Frost, these also have different animations, the modified ones. So like the Jack Frost modified summons like ice statues of Jack Frost as part of the animation and stuff. And then this one, I'm not sure how it's different from the normal one, but yeah. She also gets summoned Harvest God, revives all allies from KO, and restores full HP. You know, Ken's Thurgy. Yeah. Well, I guess Ken also gets, like, set up Reflect, but this is really good. So, like, this one is really good. But unfortunately, Juna's isn't quite as good. So this is the base skills that it gets is Ruins Flamethrower, 200 fire magic, remove target buff. Okay, that's fine. Hellfire Dance, inflict all enemies with a one-time weaknesses to fire. Okay, I guess. Same thing, but with ice. Magic Surge, increase magic skill attack by 25%, and then Noble Dancer Soul. Prevents turn icon loss when an enemy is defeated with any type of magic. I think what would have made this better is if Hellfire Dance and Ruins Flamethrower were combined into one, and then you got one of each type. So you got like a fire one, an electricity one of those, and an ice one. So you could set up weaknesses for all enemies and do damage to them at the same time. I think that would have made this like Royal Mask Dancer pretty good. I think the best mask for Juna, for her Royal Archetype that I've seen, maybe there's a better one, but this is like the best one I've seen, is the Mend Mask. So is it gonna show it here if I go to her now, or is it gonna, am I gonna have to go to a different screen for this? No, it's gonna show here. Okay, so the Mend Mask adds Health Vessel, which raises HP by 30%, Magic Vessel MP by 30%, which is decent. But it also adds Unyielding Blood. So combine that with... so this is pretty good. This is just good defensive stuff. And it gives her good resistances. And then you can just like give her magic boost and like flawless. And then you can give her like different elemental magic from other ones to use. Otherwise, there is... Is that the one I was thinking of? I think it's the one. She doesn't get Mercy Mask, which is decent as a healer. These masks here, these like last ones that aren't specific to an archetype, are ones that can only be equipped by a Royal Mask Dancer. So only her Royal class. So that gives her Megiddola, Abaddon, and Mudodyne. And then she doesn't have super great synthesis skills. Masquerade Charge, which is charge for the whole party, which is decent. It's not bad, but... And then Dance Macabre, 40% chance of one hit killing all enemies. Not terrible, not great. But those are the only two she gets. Whereas like something like Warlord over here, you know, synthesis gets like all of these like useful elemental damage attacks, gets healing, gets like Heat Riser for all party members by 3 ranks for everybody, so gets Almighty Magic, gets more stuff. Like its synthesis skills are so good, and it's got some pretty decent like a little interesting unique stuff. So like, you know, it gets back boost. So whatever row it's in gets an extra 10% of attack. Masukaja, that's whatever. But yeah, it gets some pretty decent stuff. So this is just like better in my opinion than Royal Mass Dancer. I don't know. I guess Royal Mass Dancer is more versatile, but like by the time you get it, I feel like Royal Mass Dancer would be decent against like random enemies, but like by the time you get this, you're really thinking about bosses for the most part. Like random enemies probably aren't going to be too much of an issue by the time you're getting to the royal archetypes, because the game doesn't even really expect you to have all the royal archetypes maxed out, or like most of the archetypes unlocked for most people, until New Game Plus. And you can tell because the equipment that you get for getting through like all the archetypes for everybody, like unlocking them all for everybody, the equipment you get from that is like way better than the stuff you even get from the mini bosses that you can kill before the final boss, and that are supposed to be like legendary relics from past heroes. But like the stuff you get from like unlocking archetypes with everybody is just better. So anyway,
What now?
music here is good. Let me go back to where we were over here a minute. Oh, finally got to the sound. But yeah, so I would say the Summoner is good. Mass Dancer, not so great, in my opinion.
Hey,
Proper aces.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
For one thing, I think that's how you get the crown, right? Is
hey, mister.
getting the MC to have a bunch of archetypes unlocked.
Hello, we need a ride? Good choice.
But yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting to see like the developmental history of this game and see how many people, like how many changes there are, because there's a decent chance that like you're right that Arden was supposed to be a party member at some point, or Katharina was supposed to be a party member at some point, but it got changed because this game was in development for a long time. So
Well then,
like I keep saying,
you
it probably aspects of it were probably redone or rewritten or whatever throughout the game's development. That's why I think must be because I don't have it in my inventory in my New Game Plus file. Sorry, what must be because you don't have it?
What is it you're looking for?
It must be because I don't have it in my inventory in my New Game Plus. Oh, okay. Yeah. The crown, yeah. Yep, I got it. Never mind. But yeah, no, the crown is
Feel free
good.
to
It gets you an extra press turn. Well, yeah, it gets you an extra half a press turn if the MC wears it while
Say,
using the Prince Arcana. Or, sorry, Archetype. Very good accessory.
What do I
Of course, it only works for him. By the way, if you're playing through this game, only missable book in the entire game, I think.
What is it you require? Yeah.
Where's the only missable book? There's like one of these people that you can talk to and get a book from. One of your...
Business is done.
Yes.
It's Julian, yeah. I don't think I can talk to him here and get the book, but I'm pretty sure he is the only, like, gives you the only missable book in the game. Really do wish I got to keep that thing, the crown, for the extra turn icon.
What now?
You should have it, but like I think obviously you can't use it until you get the Prince archetype again. Yeah, the way they did New Game Plus and everything is a little awkward in this game, with like having to re-unlock everything. Go. Where is it? Yeah, you're right. Where is it? Do you not have it until you have the Prince again? I mean, it doesn't matter, because, like, you know, as long as you get it back when you get the Prince, but... That's weird. Oh wait, that's gear, not accessories. My bad. My bad. I was looking in the wrong spot. Yeah. I don't see it because it has a specific like icon for it that's like different than all the others. That's weird. Because you keep all of the other equipment. Like I still have the best like weapons and stuff. So that's weird. That's like that one piece of equipment or whatever that you can't keep. Especially since it just gives you, I think, a couple of stats, unless you're wearing it with the prince, so it wouldn't really matter anyway.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Yeah? My.
What do I
Yeah.
do?
The tool.
What?
Crown is a gear. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because late game, when you get the Pickleberg helmet from the last dungeon, it keeps auto-equipping instead of the crown, which was annoying.
Excuse me, friend.
Hey,
Don't mean
Bolton.
to interrupt your meal. I'm
Batlin,
Batlin,
sorry.
a
Batlin.
church crier
My
for the
bad.
tournament.
Batlin,
Maybe
my
you
my
remember me.
beloved. I love
Sounds
Batlin
like you made
so
a hell
much.
of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
well, let's see.
Got a head right here, I suppose. Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't
I like
help it, I'm
Batlin
afraid.
a lot as a
So,
character. He's really
I'll have a keen
fun.
eye out for you.
The voice
Alright?
actor did a good job, and his writing is fun.
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it.
I don't
that
even know
young
what it is
candidate hasn't
exactly
brought
about
ahead.
him.
Wonder what he's
I just
playing
really
at.
like Batlin. I
Whatever
think
it
it's
He's about to get a sharp
A,
lesson in the ways
he
of the world. poor
recognizes
lad.
like that there's something
I think
different
he's
about
worth
the
keeping an eye on.
MCs.
Keep it under your hats.
Yeah, no.
Sans. But
No,
his
he's
power
just
may
like a-
rival Count Luis.
Kind of smarmy guy,
I think
isn't
he's
he?
just the
He's just
ingredient
kind of
we
like
need
a.
to spice this race up a
I
bit.
I could see why you would think that though. He's always in the right
Right.
place at the right time
Just
to
got
see
back
what's
from
going
the
on,
pub, did you?
especially
You
with the
won't
stuff
be.
with Edri and everything,
Nobody trusts a radical, huh?
and getting thrown in
I
jail with him and
expect
everything
you'll
like
see
that,
for
right?
yourself.
But yeah, no. He's just kind of an interesting guy. I like his writing and stuff too. I like how he's like always tongue in cheek and like,
Look at that.
you know, he's doing his job, but boy howdy, like you can tell that he's like doesn't really think too highly of the church.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I don't know, just something about him. Just like I really like his character and stuff. Oh right, he got drunk again. Okay.
Now, the time. Thank.
Pardon.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
mate.
Joe.
Man, I can't. You know, I always think about like the death of
Time
Forden
marches
as
on,
being like a
and the
really
age
long
of a
period
new
of talking.
king
But
draws
yeah,
nearer.
I feel like every single like entry to a new town is always like really long. Past
A word.
Materia.
Some odd blighter left.
Like Martyria doesn't take too long to get into its stuff. But like the rest of the game, like every single town takes like it feels like almost an hour or so to get into like,
Well met, eh?
what's actually going on with it.
All right. Where to?
Oh, I have to walk over there. Okay, fine.
Hey,
Hey,
mister.
mister.
What am I gonna do?
Hey, mister.
Do me.
How's it going?
I'll have.
Ah, right. Basilio and Del.
Where? All right then.
Hello there.
We're off.
I do like Del and Basilio. They're
Check
good
this out.
characters. And I enjoy the fact that they aren't like on our side at the start. Like that they seem like good people, but we're not on the same side at the start. I like that. Because I think it also lends credibility to Luis
Yes.
and like that people actually believe in him. You know?
Got it.
To like see people who like characters that you kind of like but believe in different things, I think it lends more credibility to the person they're following, you know. At least that's my opinion. I think that Luis is a pretty good villain. He's kind of like he feels a lot like Sephiroth in a lot of ways. But I think he's a good villain. He's a good, interesting character. When you get down to his motivations, they sound kind of stupid, but you know, I guess it makes sense that I would think that villains' motivations are stupid because I don't agree with them. But you know,
That reminds me.
I don't know. I think there are villains that
Look at
I don't think are stupid. I just don't agree with. But I think that like I don't know what it is, but like every time that like
Time
a
marches
Persona
on, and the age
villain
of a new
or
king
like
draws
an
nearer.
Atlus villain kind of like explains their thought process, it sounds kind of stupid. Yeah. I mean, Basilio, well, that's the other thing too, is Basilio's with you for like a long time. Like he's with you from like pretty much for the entire second half of the game. Even before you get you meet him before you meet Juna. Right?
Got it.
So I mean, you see Juna, but you don't meet her until like after you meet Basilio. If I'm remembering correctly. I've been skipping over stuff, so maybe I missed something, but yeah.
Let's head there.
All right. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay. Anybody want to hang out? We could finish off Maria a minute. I think we could also start Barden. Let me pick up some quests a minute and figure out what we're doing here. Might do a little bit of stuff off stream. I'll do the like story dungeons on stream, but might do a couple off of like random dungeons off stream. But yeah, let's go for yeah, another half an hour or so. See how far we can get, and then next weekend we'll start with getting through the next dungeon, and then we can go from there.
Let's go.
That'll be good.
Greetings.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the pace we're making.
Let's give it a shot.
All right then.
Wasn't sure how long New Game Plus was gonna take.
Go.
Sometimes, obviously, it can take a while. So, yeah, yeah. My general thought process is that I'll do all the story dungeons on stream.
Yeah?
And if I want to do like, you know, some random side quests or whatever off stream, that's fine because I've done all those on stream on the first playthrough anyway. That way we can make sure
give it a
we're
shot.
moving along and getting things done on stream and everything. I guess I could play some of the story dungeons off stream if I really wanted to. Maybe I will. If we're like right before the final dungeon or whatever, maybe I'll just get to the final dungeon or whatever off stream. So that way we can actually finish on one weekend or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah?
Playing a bit more loose, fast with it. Since, like I said, the only real new content is
Give it a shot.
the New Game Plus boss. Although it does seem like some of the enemies are different. Like I was talking about before, with the hardest difficulty, it feels like some of the enemies are different. Like the placement and like the tier of enemies is a bit higher.
Give it a shot.
All right then.
Which is probably, like I said, why you can't change off of the hardest difficulty in this game. Like previous Atlus games, you were able to change off the hardest difficulty because you know, but you just couldn't change it back onto it because it would just change like
Young man.
XP and like different modifiers like that. But with this game, it changes like spawns and stuff, it seems. So that would make sense why you're not
Give it a shot.
able to change off of it like mid playthrough.
Gotta get prepared.
Kind of a blind side though that you can't change off of it, considering that like previous games you were able to.
Young man.
Did I
How did I wind up
debate this guy? I think I've debated this guy.
Now what am I
Yes,
to
I've
do?
debated this guy. Okay. But I should keep in mind that some people might show up during the day. Because I've only ever checked at night, so I should double check during the day, I guess, as well. Oh, there should be a golden beetle here. Yep. Yeah, I gotta remember to grab all the golden beetles this time around.
Well met, eh?
Might have to look up the location of some of them. I think I got all the ones in the dungeons. I just missed, like, probably a few in the... somewhere, in some, like, random store or something somewhere.
Welcome.
Because, like, at a certain point, like, one spawns in the, like, general store of
This is
the,
what
of the capital randomly.
Let's do it.
There's probably more other places. And there's, like, some that you can't see. Like, there's one in a fireplace that's just, like, not visible. So you just have to examine the fireplace.
We'll face danger here.
Yeah, I think let's hang out with some
Here's
people.
where we are
Let's focus
now.
on that, and then off stream I'll go and do the roundabout where I do
And
all
right
three of these
there's a
stops.
labyrinth.
But we should pick up all the quests that we can first. Grab some information, maybe. No, we should be fine on information, actually. I don't think I don't really need to mess around with the information guys too much. Outside of the one, like, story quest where you have to. For the potion.
Now what am I to do?
Okay.
All right then.
Anything else I should do? Oh, Gauntlet Runner,
Alright.
Pantry.
Let's go.
And then...
This is...
yeah, I think then we just go ahead and hang out with Maria a minute, finish off her rank up.
Missed. Lovely. Oh, yeah.
Wait up, you two. Smells good, doesn't it? Hope you like it. This dish has some complexity to it.
There's more than enough for everyone. I was thinking, maybe it would be good if I gave some of Miss Fabian's
I never bought that
food to hungry
information
people.
before about any dungeon quests, which
Everyone's
surprised
scared
me
of
still.
people they don't
Yeah,
understand and don't know.
I think it's
That's why they were
worth
mean
it
to me
in a lot of
too.
cases. It's
So
not
maybe if we
expensive.
get everyone to eat lots of good
And
food
you can
together,
even buy
they'll talk to
information
each
on
other
like
and get
what the
along.
different dragons are like for the Trial of the Dragon stuff. So I think it is worth it. It's cool to do, because it kind of like removes that element of SMT and stuff where you'll like get to a boss, you'll die to the boss, and then you're like, okay, now that I know what the boss actually does, now I can make a strategy for it. So it kind of removes that like first attempt kind of structure that you usually have with like SMT games, or at least the harder ones, right? The ones with like more intricate boss design. So I quite like that. It'd be interesting to see something like that show up in like mainline SMT games where you could like pay a demon informant or whatever, or pay like somebody like that to give you information about like the next boss. I think that would work too. There is a little bit of that in like SMT 5 where like one of the bosses you can pay a Dekuraba and it'll tell you like, hey, if you go here, 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 and here and destroy these things, you'll weaken the boss. So there is some of that kind of stuff. I do like it, like I said. I think it helps with like that loop of like, or that gameplay thing of you have to kind of like attempt a boss once for the most part in like harder SMT games and stuff. So, and it also helps you with some other stuff. You can buy information on where different ingredients are located towards the end of the game. So that way if you're like trying to cook stuff, like specific recipes to, you know, finish cooking all the recipes or whatever, it's useful for that, especially since early on in the game lifespan, you know, you don't have the wikis aren't like fully complete and everything. They'll become less useful on repeat playthroughs, obviously, and like when the wiki is more useful. But yeah, yep. So yeah, I like the information system. It's not always necessary, but it's useful, and I like it as a gameplay element. And I think it could work into mainline SMT games pretty easily. And like I said, it kind of solves a problem. Maybe not a problem, but like a frustration people would have with SMT games, where you have the option, you know, to buy the information about the boss to kind of give you an idea of like what type of boss it is. But you could just ignore it if you don't want to. And they kind of speak in general terms, especially for the dragons, so you still have to like, you kind of know what you're getting into, but you don't really know, so you have to kind of like, there's still an element of like not sure what's exactly to expect, which is good. So yeah, I think they did a good job with that. I'd be interested to see that show up again in like different ways in other games.
I'd like to help too. What can I do?
Thank you. Can you serve the food?
Now hold
Just
on.
gonna let the last
Let's not
rank
be
play out
hasty
here
about
since it's
inviting
voiced.
those sorts in, What if they make a habit of skulking around here?
I do wish all the ranks
Well,
were voiced, honestly.
take a look yourself before you start clutching
After
your
Persona
pearls.
3 Reload, I
Not
was
a
hoping
single
that would be
one
the
has even
standard, but
taken a plate,
apparently
as
not.
you can plainly see.
I need to warn you, Mom. Even if you demand compensation later, I've naught to give you.
And I'm telling you, I don't need any. Maria and I just don't want you dying of hunger.
Yeah.
After all, we're neighbors, and I won't ignore any of you any longer. Truth be told, I turned a blind eye to your plight. But Maria saw it plain, and my eyes were opened. And I realized that it isn't right. It's not all right at all. So, go ahead and eat your fill. You've my word. There are no tricks here. I've a portion for you as well. Surely you've heard whispers about the honeybees fair now, haven't you? Is it true that you ran your own business?
Yes, Mom. At one point, I owned a factory and had several hired hands in my employ. But then, I was swindled by a moneylender. I'd like to work my way up again. Or even earn just enough to put a roof over my head. But once you've lost your footing, it's hard to stand back up on your own.
Hey, perhaps you could find a place that will put him to work. I've heard you're well connected around these parts.
I'll consider it.
Oh, he's here. You should try Miss Fabian's cooking. It's really good.
Why?
Because eating yummy food makes everyone happy. And when my friends are happy, I'm happy too.
We're friends. But you're normal, and I'm not.
I've been thinking about a whole lot of things lately. And we did this today because I met you. Talking to people makes things better. It makes it so even things that were sad feel a little brighter. It's like a light in the dark all of a sudden. Or, actually, it's more like you see it was never dark to begin with. I want everyone to know that. I'm Maria. What's your name?
They do.
Apis.
Atlus does
I
do a
couldn't
pretty good
even
job of
remember
writing
my own
children
name.
as children.
Nice to meet you, Apis.
Because they've had, you know,
So, do you
Nanako
think
in
anything
Persona
around here
4.
has changed?
They had that one boy in Persona
Maybe for the
5
better?
I'm
at their
not sure,
arcade,
but
and now they have Maria here.
it
They do a
does
pretty good
feel
job
a
of writing
little
children as
different.
children, I
Yeah.
would say.
Do you want to come eat with us? Everyone looks so happy. Miss Fabian said she wanted to try doing that again. She even wants to get some of the townspeople to help out too.
That's great. I'm glad everything worked out.
Yep. Talking to people really does change things. Me and Apis are friends now too. We're going to go play with Harundo and the others too next time.
It sounds like you're making plenty of friends.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. You know, all of these good things happen because of you, mister. You gave me those pictures of your journey, remember? When I look at these pictures, I imagine your voice in my head saying, just do your best. I like it when you're here, and sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around, but I'm not going to ask you not to go.
Is that how you really feel?
I used to want to run away from Grand Trad so badly. I didn't feel at home here. So I thought there was someplace else I should go to. I wanted Miss Fabian to like me so much. But the more important thing really was if I liked Miss Fabian. When I realized that, I learned that I can pick where my home is. I can choose where I belong. And right now, I've picked this place. This is my home. I'll wait here with Miss Fabian, so...
I was really, really happy. I was like yelling at
die,
the epilogue
okay?
when Maria
So
was with
please
us
come back.
for the epilogue journey there and that animation.
I promise you I'll come back, Maria.
I was like so
Remember,
happy that she got to go with us.
It's a promise.
I don't know. I didn't even expect myself to be like that excited about it. I was just like so excited to see that Maria finally got to see outside of
pure-hearted
the
maiden,
capital.
Maria,
You know?
keeper and heritor of the healer's virtues.
Okay.
Your
Quiet, Mom. Shush.
I want to be with Mister forever.
And there's that one done. I think, is that the first one we've gotten completely done? I think so.
If you don't come back on your own, I'll find you and bring you back. I still dream about going on a journey one day. To all sorts of faraway places. I'll even go to where Papa never went to. I'll see those places for him. And then it'll be my turn to tell you all about my journey.
Did
I
the
do
two
think
of
a lot
you
of the
have a
followers
moment?
were really good. People like Alonzo, Basilio, Del, kind of, not really one. But yeah, like a lot of the side characters in this game are pretty good. Again, I do think that the story is very good. I think most of the characters are pretty good. You know, I like some more than others, but that's pretty standard. But I think,
What to pick?
yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
That's weird. I feel like the more time I spend with this game, the more I see its like flaws, but also I see like that it's a good, solid game. I guess I see it more clearly is a good way of saying it, you know?
Hey, listen.
The more time I spend with a game, the more clearly I see its strengths and weaknesses.
All right then.
Which, yeah, I guess
Where
that
to?
makes sense, right? Okay. I think we have anything to do tonight besides hang out with people, so let's go hang out with Alonzo. Start working on that. Oh, I wanted to check, yeah. Was Maria the first one we maxed out? I think so. Because Brigatia is locked at 7 until later in the plot, so yeah. So we can max her out, yeah.
Ridiculous. Greetings. Yes.
Yeah. Heisme is good. Who's got the best arc? Who do I like the most?
Mother.
I do like Basilio quite a bit. I like Basilio's plot quite a bit, like how he is introduced and like how he's with you for a while and everything with Del.
Time marches on,
I do
and the
like
age of
Basilio,
the
I
new
think the
king
most in
draws nearer.
story. I think that Stroll is really, really good. Hulkenberg's fine. I really liked Yufa's like rank up stories. I think
Really coming
I
down.
personally think that Yufa is probably I think like if I had to ship somebody with the MC, I think I would ship Yufa personally.
Where to?
Let's go.
Oh right, we can pick up this quest. Nobody wants to hang out today, but I think if I do a quest for Stroll, we can hang out with him a minute. Let's pick up these quests so I remember to do them if I can. I can't believe you skipped everybody's awakenings. Oh, whatever. For me, the story part of a JRPG is a pretty big thing, but I understand for some people it's not as much. Especially if you're coming from, like, Atlus games like the SMT series, where the story is there to serve a purpose and, like, be kind of interesting. But, yeah. But it's, like, it's very light. The story is very light, usually, in most SMT games. SMT 5 tries to go a little bit heavier on the story. Honestly, maybe to its detriment in some ways in the original.
All right then.
Even though, like, new story with SMT 5 Vengeance is, like, a little hit or miss for me.
Let's head there right
Like, there's
away.
parts about it that are good, but there are also parts of it that are just, like, eh. Like, the new characters got
Hey.
some issues. But anyway.
Come on. But yeah. I guess it just depends on how you like playing games. It's a big part of them, but when they does, I need to stop X from doing X. Yeah, to be fair, they are kind of generic. The animations were cool, though. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good character. And you have a lot of time to get attached to Del and Basilio as well.
What?
Let's give it a shot. Okay then.
Plus the fireworks are too much. That is true. The like fireworks sound effect with the explosions is very funny. especially on repeat, like, Awakenings. I mean, it's there to, like, make smoke, so that way they can have the transformation into, like, their base archetype form, but it is very funny to have, like, the firework sound effect. You're right. It is pretty funny. Like, very out of place. Very out of place. Okay.
Come to think of it.
Oh, there.
Let's see, it's 24th. I should stop by the pantry. Check if there's anything in there in a minute. But let's do this quest real quick. If I remember correctly, I need the fishmonger over here. And then I need the guy towards the back of the target.
Oh, what'll I do?
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is. Okay, I gotta fix YouTube chat, because I can only see, like, the stuff when it's showing up on screen. I gotta fix that so I can make sure I'm not missing something. Because I feel like I keep looking over. I've been ignoring fixing it. I mean, we only have, like, what? I'll fix it now. Sorry, I just gotta Alt-tab from the game a minute to fix this on my end. No, Basilio just passed out. Oh gosh. Metaphor noise jump scare. There it goes. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and close that. Alright, back over the game in a minute. Oh, I never did the eating contest. I should come back here and do the eating contest at some point. It doesn't take up time, if I remember correctly. I should also see if anybody wants to debate today before I go and hang out with Stroll.
All right, then. Where to?
Right, I wanted to check if anybody wanted to debate.
Let's go.
There's an eating contest? Yeah, if you go there at night, to the market, you can do an eating contest once. I think it just increases your courage or whatever. I'll tell you here in a minute.
Now what am I to do?
Okay, let me do this debate and then I'll reload the save afterwards. After I won. Because I'd rather hang out with Roll a minute, but I need to get the achievement for debating everybody, so. Or I guess it's more of an eating challenge. I can't remember if it's a contest or a challenge. Because there's not like an animation for it, unfortunately, but... Yeah, I think it's this one. I think I've done this one before. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that one before. Alright, fair enough. Well, I can cross him off the list of ones I need to do. I should actually make a list and cross him off. Courage? Well, actually, courage can kind of stagnate. You do get a lot from, like, doing bounties, but outside of bounties, there's not a lot of good ways to increase courage. Because eventually, you finish doing the bungee jumping, and then once you finish doing the bungee jumping, you can't do it anymore. And then there is a dive challenge you can do like once during the day
Now what am I to do?
in this town.
All right then.
Over on... Well, maybe we can't do it today. Oh, you could. Anyway. Yeah, there's like a courage thing you can do here, but there's not a lot of ways of getting courage.
All right then.
Or, yeah, I think it's courage. Courage, not guts in this one. Outside of the books and then the bounties. I think the easiest one. What would be the easiest one to level? I think, probably eloquence. It's the easiest one if you really want to level, just by doing the debates. They give a lot of eloquence if you get the right option, especially towards the end. Wisdom's not too bad either, since you get bonus from just walking around and seeing different things.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not kindness levels, but eloquence and tolerance does take a little bit to get up.
Huh?
Oh, did I forget to? No, I didn't. Okay. I might have to check the pantry after this, but other than that, I think I'm good.
Whatever burdens you carry, I'll carry them too. Thank you. You're a lifesaver.
All right.
That reminds me.
Right.
Reportable quests. To whom?
What now?
Oh, right. I should give the flower to the kid. Yeah, do that real quick.
All right then. Go.
Yeah? No.
Yeah, here's your flower.
I don't
Please
know.
stop sitting out in this rain.
Yeah! Mission accomplished.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think the last two I finished leveling up were eloquence and wisdom. I don't know if they were hard to level up, but they were the last ones I ended up doing. Okay, nobody wants to hang out tonight? Dang. Can we make anybody hang out with us? Not really. Except for maybe Heisme? What's up with Heisme?
The truth.
Do we have to do it while traveling? I mean, that's fine if we have to hang out with them while traveling. Yeah, okay, while traveling.
All right then.
While we're here, let me check the pantry. Tuesday, 24th. I guess let me see if anybody wants to debate. I doubt it because it's raining, but...
All right then. Where to? Go.
Isn't this rad?
Now what am I to do?
Oh, somebody doesn't want to debate, but I already beat him. Whatever. Same guy.
Isn't this rad? Awful weather.
All right then.
Yeah, I guess let's go do the bungee
Where
jumping
to?
thing. Can double. I don't think anybody shows up to debate once you've moved on to the next town. I can double check, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to make a list of all the people that I have to debate to win or to get the achievement, and then see how many I can remember. I can also reference my VODs, I guess, but should be able to cross off most of them.
Amazing.
Only a few. Maybe I can also look up where they show up. So if I've missed them, I can, like, figure that out. Anyway, because there's probably a list of, like, which ones appear in which town.
I can't believe...
Anyway. Somewhere. Maybe. Wikis are still being written, so... Okay, bungee jumping time. That's what I was doing here. Oh. Yeah, so I've already done this, so I can't do it again. That's what I was talking about with bravery, where you can't do that again to get it up. I guess we could, like, go on the stage and debate just for fame points or whatever, but...
Amazing.
Stop that at once! Beg pardon?
I guess we could debate that guy again, just for the points.
Where to?
There's
Let's
nothing
go.
else really to do. Yeah. Oh well.
Hey, mister!
Yeah, usually we'd be able to hang out with Alonzo, but we hung out with him last night. It is kind of weird that you have that cooldown. And Brigatia is all caught up until we get farther in the story.
Business do... Shoot!
Yeah, because I think we just say the same thing, right? Yeah.
Hang on.
Yep.
Works.
All right.
Works for me.
Time marches on.
Might as well see
and
how
the
many
age
points
of
I
a
can
new
stack.
king draws nearer.
Not that it matters too much, since there are hard limits depending on what point in the game you're in. You can bet on yourself here, though, which is kind of interesting. I can't remember if it's after the into the next section, but you can bet on how high of a rank you can get. One of the bets is literally impossible because of the mechanics of the game. I think you can get the second highest.
All right then.
Actually, we could check that a minute. Can I bet on myself a minute? Might as well. Be funny to see if I could, like, bet 9 million or something and win it. Even if we bet like 2 million or something, it could be fun. He should be over here if we can bet. Can't remember if I missed it or if it's not available yet. I'll check back after the next story event, I guess. I remember being able to bet on myself, but I wasn't sure how much to bet. Alright, looks like nobody wants to hang out until we start traveling. How much time we got? We got some time. A little bit of time. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's almost... What should we do here? Let me talk to Alkenberg, see what's stopping her from hanging out with me. If it's just a quest, we can do that real quick, maybe.
Sorry. Incredulous.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Okay, so next time we travel.
Incredulous.
Yeah, alright. Time to go to the dungeons then. This might be... Yeah, this is a good place to leave off. Let me go over to the
Where to?
runner. A minute.
Let's go.
Check the pantry. I think it's the 20th, right? So I think... No, 25th. So I think we can get an extra point of luck, right? Yeah. So weird that you can do this with the toilet. Never would have figured that out unless I read it on the wiki. You can just get an extra point of luck every 5 days, every idle's day by just using the toilet. Definitely a bit of an odd thing, but useful.
Oh.
Adds up to about 20 or so points if you do it throughout the entire game, so worth doing. Yeah, stats are starting to get there. Alright, yeah, because I think the next thing I'm gonna do...
Okay, what's the plan?
Guess we could talk to Barden, but... Let's go around this way.
But actually, no, that is a good point. We could talk to Bard.
Charming.
Let's go talk to Bard in a minute, and then we'll wrap it up for today. And then, since Bard won't want to hang out tomorrow, I can start doing this run around thing and hang out with the other party members. And I'll do that off stream. Hey, Coipus. Coipus. How's it going?
Where to?
Yeah. Let's go start Barden's thing, and then I could go do the dungeons off stream, and then next weekend when I come back, we'll do the Luis infiltration thing in a minute.
So that's what it's come to. I can't believe it. What? Thank you. And let me say it again.
Yeah, it's been a
The
minute.
town is safe now thanks to you. Couldn't be more grateful to you. I shall protect the town you all saved.
There's the commander. I think I gotta get general ranked up for Moore's next quest, so I gotta get to rank 3 or so with Barden for that.
I'd be glad if you came back soon.
Oh, does Alonzo want to hang out? All right, let's do that then real quick. That's rank 3 with Alonzo, so yeah, we're definitely getting there. Yeah, when you don't have to worry about getting your kingly virtues up, and every single time you hang out with someone, you just rank up. They do go by pretty quick. I honestly kind of like it. I don't know, some of the hangouts with, like, some of the in-between hangouts with social links in Persona games are kind of fun, but I do like just being able to, like, rank somebody up and not have to, like, hang out with them, like, a bunch of separate times just to get points up or whatever. Oh, that's right, his village was half burned down and his mother was killed, right?
Time marches on.
Oh yeah,
and the age
that
of the new
rank
king draws nearer.
yeah, that part of Alonzo's thing.
Try not to die.
Thanks, Brigatia. Appreciate it. Oh, I can't carry it. Okay. Well, I appreciate the attempt at trying to give me money.
That means
I think we still go and travel today. Yeah. Because nobody will want to hang out tonight unless we go traveling, and then we can hang out with the Heizame and stuff. Get him going.
all right then.
Because you can hang out with him at night after a certain point as well, even when not traveling. All right, I think that's good for today. It's been, yeah, almost 5 hours. Should be good. And then next weekend, we'll get through the rest of Port Brylehaven, get over to Etria. Etria? Yeah, Etria. And then probably the weekend after that. So probably next weekend, we'll get pretty close to the end game. And then the weekend after that, we'll be able to finish that up. So that'll put us at, like, what? Yeah, that'll be like the end of November, and then next month we can play through something non-Atlus, and then start Persona Q before the end of the year, or around the start of the next year. Start getting through some more Atlus stuff. Yeah, I feel like Atlus will probably release something on Steam. Like, didn't they have that leak with the was it that PS2 remaster, the come to me eventually. Man with a military cap. Outfit was removed from P5 Royal on Steam because historical figure context, Chinese release. Oh, why am I blanking on his name? I guess I haven't played any of his games yet, so maybe that's why. Nope, can't think of it. Anyway, but there's like a PS2 game that, like, they accidentally added achievements for that game to the SMT3 one on Steam. And so there's probably going to be another remaster of a PS2 SMT game coming out in the next year. So got that to look forward to. And there's probably going to be some more DLC for ReFantazio that comes out in the next year or so here. With the game, with how popular the game is, even if they weren't planning on it originally, they're probably thinking about it now at least.
SMT5 got a Vengeance got an update, and Never Did Godborn. So there's a new demon in it now, and there's more like demon companions you can have, including since it was by popularity poll, there's like Idun, Mothman, that one Gaelic hero guy that like licks his thumb. Which sounds like, it's a weird way to describe it, but if you know who it is, you understand who I'm talking about. Really weird way to explain it, but yeah. I'm just bad with names. Yeah. I think I don't know. I always attribute that to, like, I read so many books and stuff, there's so many overlapping names, so I more remember features. Maybe it's just because I'm more visually based too, where it's like I can recognize a character or whatever, but yeah. Beyond, yep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a free content update, so I'll take that at the very least. I'll have to check out the new subquest with the new demon. So. I mean, come on, it's not a paid DLC demon. Did you really think it was going to be, like, a useful one? Come on. But no. It is interesting because, I think it's one that I haven't, one of the Indian deities I haven't seen in, like, other Persona or Atlus games so far. Because they do have the other Indian deities as, like, personas or demons and other SMT stuff, but I haven't seen that one yet. Maybe it's in older games, I just haven't seen it in the, like, 2 games I've played, but... Because I've really only played, like, SMT3 and SMT5. I wanted to get to SMT4 after Persona Q, since I'll have the 3DS setup. Anyway, so... 3DS stuff set up. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat some lunch, I think. It is 1 p.m. here, so probably go eat something as I skipped breakfast. I hope you guys you're having a good rest of your weekend and everything. I will see you maybe this week for the Tuesday, Thursday streams. Are gonna start the Infamous series. So that looks interesting. Maybe I'll see you there. If not, I'll hopefully see you next weekend. Keep going through Metaphor New Game Plus. I do want to remind me next week, or next weekend, I want to do all the Luis fights with just the MC. Try that out. I think that'll be fun. Except for the final one, but yeah. I think it'll be fun to try that out. But yeah. And then, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good rest of your day and everything. Thanks for hanging out, Virgil. Nice to see you again, Copus. Pradeep and everybody. Anybody lurking or watching back on the VOD, Jeppo. Hope you guys all have a good rest of your weekend and everything. Hope you have a good week. But, in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. See you guys.